What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back for another episode of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Battle Spot Live Inverse Edition. We are back here for episode number 5, and we're bringing the same team again. We have our defensive Avalugg with the Rocky Helmet, Choice Band Scyther, Mega Ampharos, Sheer Force for Alligator, Special, of course, with Life Orb, Agility, all that fun stuff, Thick Club, Marowak, it's an all-out attacker, and of course our Choice Scarf Braviary. I went through that team very, very quickly, but that's because I already clicked the challenge button and happened to find an opponent very quickly, which is unusual for Inverse, especially at this time of night. But I will take it. I will definitely take it. Our record for the series is 9-2, I believe. We had a chance to get to double-digit victories at the end of the last episode, but that did not happen. So this is a pretty interesting team here. I see the Linoone, which is relatively scary because, you know, there's nothing to resist extreme speed. So Belly Drum is going to be a thing, I'm assuming. He's got the Electrode, which is going to outspeed everything on my team except for Braviary. But Electrode can't really touch Braviary anyway unless it has, like, Signal Beam, maybe. And even then, I don't think that's going to be an Oko. Superior is the problem, but I do have Ampharos for that. Actually, Marowak could take that on relatively well, too, because I can take a Leaf Storm, and Boomerang should be an Oko. Latios could be a problem because it does have Levitate, and abilities work normally, so it's still immune to Ground-type moves, if I am understanding that correctly. So we have to bring something for that. Ampharos should be able to beat that, too, because it does resist Draco Meteor, obviously, and Psyshock is not going to be doing nearly enough. Can't think of anything else it would normally carry, unless he has, like, Surf or something, and even still, Amphi is, you know, bulky enough to be able to take a hit there, so we should be fine with that. Blaziken can't do anything to Avalugg, so we're in a good spot, I suppose. I kind of want to bring Marowak. Because I feel like Marowak got slighted last time by that Zangoose. Well, that was ridiculous. Marowak does not get OHKO'd by neutral, unboosted, you know, physical hits very often. I mean, I guess it was boosted by Toxic Boost, and Facade and all that stuff, but still, that's just crazy to me to see Marowak go down like that, but hopefully he gets some revenge this time. So we have Amphi leading off against Superior, and this is a good matchup for me. I kind of don't want to Mega Evolve just because Leaf Storm could potentially be an Oko, because it'll then be super effective once I gain my Dragon typing. So I kind of want to leave Ampharos just as it is and just click Volt Switch. I don't know that Marowak could take a couple of Leaf Storms even if it is resisted, just because Marowak's special defense is not the greatest. So he's actually going to go for the Substitute. Okay, fair enough. I mean, if he wants to just keep subbing up, that's fine. This just means that none of my Pokemon have to take a hit, and I'm fine with that. So we get rid of the Substitute, thanks to Volt Switch being super effective and all that jazz. He's probably going to show his lefties here in a minute. I'm assuming that because he has Substitute, he also has lefties. Going to go into Marowak here because we can Boomerang through any potential substitutes. If he wants to get cheeky and thinks that I have, like, EQ or something. So I'm expecting him to also maybe have Leech Seed. It's like Leaf Storm, Leech Seed, Substitute, and then one other attacking move, like Hidden Power Fire, maybe? Or Dragon Pulse, or maybe... I mean, he probably won't have... Oh, he does have Protect. He has Protect and Substitute. That's interesting. Wow, that has to be one of the most annoying sets I've ever seen. Protect and Substitute alongside, I'm guessing, Leech Seed. I'm assuming. I don't know. Maybe he's like Calm Mind. That would be... Well, no, he's not Calm Mind if he's contrary. I'm going to go for Knockoff this time because I'm expecting him to want to switch into something like Blaziken. And he's actually going to switch into the Latios. But at least we get rid of whatever item this is carrying. That still does a lot of damage despite being resisted. Wow. That did almost 50% as a resisted hit. And that's not stab, too. That's crazy. Marowak, you are too strong, my friend. But we get rid of the Choice Scarf, so that is kind of cool, I suppose. Doesn't really matter because I'm just realizing this now, but look how slow my team is. Marowak, Avalugg, and Ampharos. That is some serious slowpokeness going on there. Pun intended. I don't know what this thing is going to want to do to me. I'm assuming just drop a Draco Meteor. I'm tempted to sacrifice Avalugg here because I don't think I'm going to need it. I mean, it really depends on what that last Pokemon is, of course. If it's like Linoone or something. But actually, Boomerang should kill it. I'm not worried about it. So I'm just going to Fire Punch here as he actually goes for the trick just to steal my Thick Club. Okay, fair enough, I suppose. So my attacks are going to be doing considerably less damage now, but his Latios is still going to go down to that Fire Punch. Maybe he thought I didn't have anything to hit him with, which is possible. Very possible because, you know, Stone Edge, some type of ground move, and knockoff are usually... That's pretty much it as far as what Marowak runs, but I have Fire Punch in mind. I think I had it for Ferroseed and NU, but I guess it'll work to take out Latios. So he's going to go out into his Linoone here, and this is probably going to try to set up a Belly Drum on me, thinking that he can survive a Boomerang, and I don't know if he can. I feel like it's going to be a roll, but I really don't have any other play. I don't want him to get up a Belly Drum for free, so I am just going to go for Boomerang here, and that should do a solid chunk if it doesn't take him out altogether. Without the Thick Club, though, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Linoone tends to run some HP investment because it just spams Extreme Speed. So, it's going to be a roll. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't a roll. I don't know. But he does just barely survive. I'm thinking that a +6 Extreme Speed might take me out. It probably will because it's a Linoone and Extreme Speed, you know, stab, all that stuff. So I'm going to go right into Avalugg, and he's just going to kill himself because of Rocky Helmet, and we will, you know, be in a good position, and it'll be a good time. So going into Avalugg, he actually goes for Secret Power, and I get paralyzed. What? Belly Drum, Secret Power, and that doesn't make physical contact, so he does not go down to the Rocky Helmet. If I get fully paralyzed here, he's going to win. He's going to go for the Secret Power again, just to not make physical contact. He knows I have Rocky Helmet, and I do get fully paralyzed. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now, game? Unbelievable. I'm going to lose to a Secret Power Belly Drum Linoone. Are we serious right now? I can't help but laugh because it's so ridiculous. Poor Avalugg's going down. So he's running Secret Power just to avoid Rocky Helmet. And on top of that, relying on the paralysis hacks from it. Because Body Slam has the same chance to paralyze, I think, or around the same chance. But Body Slam is more powerful. The only thing is it makes physical contact. So now he does have Extreme Speed. He has Extreme Speed and Secret Power. Are you kidding me? This is the dumbest... this is the dumbest set for a Linoone I've ever seen. But I guess I can't knock it because I just lost to it. I got swept by it. So kudos to you, my friend. Congratulations on, you know, winning because of paralysis. So poor Amphi's going to go down. I probably should have Mega Evolved there to maybe have a shot at surviving that, but it really wasn't going to matter. I was not going to take a hit from that Superior afterwards anyway, unless for some reason it just did not have an attacking move or something. But that's going to be a loss for us. That really stinks. I'm a bit salty about that, but there's nothing you can do about it, or nothing I can do about it, nothing anybody can do about it, so we're just going to move on. That brings our record to 9-3 on the series. Oh, I really felt like I was playing well enough to get the victory there, but it was not meant to be. It was not meant to be. Moving on. Moving on to the next battle. Hopefully we can get a victory here. Poor Marowak. Every time he comes on the field, some silliness happens. Some silliness occurs. Are we going to find a battle right away, or is this going to take a ridiculously long amount of time and I'm going to have to cut this? Who knows? The last battle I found relatively quickly, which was a bit surprising. Indeed. Indeed. I don't know. Maybe I should have brought like Scyther or something to that battle. I don't think that would have done anything though, because it still was going to just go down to an Extreme Speed. I guess there was no way for me to avoid it at that point. I really needed to just not get paralyzed. But what can you do? Come on, Battle Spot. If it doesn't get it, if it doesn't get us a battle here in a second, I will definitely cut this out. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to. I want to get to 10 wins so badly. Like, I want that double-digit victory. That's something that I just want in my life right now. And this is the second episode that we're using this team? Yeah, second episode. So we still have another chance to see this team shine, hopefully. So we found somebody from Chile. All right, Chile. So we see the Mega Kangaskhan. We see the Aggron. I'm guessing that is still Mega, maybe? He has 2 Megas? I don't really know. He's got the Arcanine going. He's got the Garchomp, Breloom. That Breloom's probably going to be Sashed. Garchomp might be Rocky Helmet, or it could be Scarf, could be Life Orb, could be a lot of things. That's the most dangerous part about Garchomp, I think, is that it can just run so many sets. Scyther looks to be very useful here because it outspeeds everything. It outspeeds my opponent's entire team, actually, even after, you know, Kangaskhan Mega evolves. So that's pretty cool. I do get one-shotted by a Mach Punch from Breloom because it's 4 times super effective, so we'll have to keep Winfrey clear of that. But it will help me take down the Sylveon. In fact, that might be an OHKO depending on what the investment is there, because Choice Band, super effective, all that fun stuff. I have to bring Avalugg just because I see the Mega Kangaskhan. If I don't bring it, Kangaskhan just destroys my life. So it's pretty much mandatory. Now, what is the last Pokemon I want to bring here? Ampharos could help out with the Garchomp for sure. Could also help out against the Breloom, although Bullet Seed would probably kill me because, yeah, it'd be a Dragon type, so that's not the best thing. I could bring Marowak again. I really want Marowak to do something. I feel like the rest of the team has accomplished some stuff, and Marowak kind of just gets slighted. I mean, it did take out a Latios, but I don't know. I just want to see Marowak just, you know, roll some heads or something. I want to see death and destruction at the hands of Marowak. Or at the club of Marowak, I should say. So let's get into this here. And hopefully we can come away with a victory. I'm just legitimately salty about that last battle, though. I need to move on. That's all there is to it. Don't DC, please. Thank you. Every time the screen stays black for, you know, more than a second or two, I think that there's going to be a DC. I've been pretty lucky. Like, I've been getting a lot of DCs off screen, but it never happens when I'm recording. I don't know how that works out, but I guess I'm just lucky in that respect. So, we're leading off with Winfrey, and my opponent has Garchomp here. I cannot kill this thing in one hit with any move that I have. So that is a problem. But I do have Avalugg, so I'm going to U-turn out to that. If he goes for, I don't know, like EQ or Outrage or something, then Avalugg should be able to take that. That did a lot of damage. That's definitely offensive Garchomp, but it's not Scarfed because we outsped it. So he probably has either a Lumberry or a Life Orb, if I really had to guess. So we'll see right here. We shall see. I mean, I guess he could be banded too. There's so many options. So many things that Garchomp could do. But he's actually going to set up a Swords Dance, which is relatively scary, because even though I'm max defense on this Avalugg, he should still be able to take me out with 2 Earthquakes here. I don't think he's going to go for Outrage, because I don't think he'll want to lock himself in, and Avalugg very typically does carry the Rocky Helmet. So that EQ, yeah, that did like almost 70% or so. He does show off the Life Orb, and we're going to hit him with an EQ here, which it looks like he's actually going to be able to survive one more Life Orb recoil turn. So I'll click recover for some reason he decides to switch out, which would be very silly when he can just take me out with another EQ, which is exactly what he does. And he will indeed survive the Life Orb this turn. Not much we can do about that, but we can just go back out into Scyther. He doesn't have the Rocky Helmet, but we will have to take the Rough Skin damage. That's not the end of the world. I mean, if we're just sacrificing some chip damage and Avalugg for Garchomp to be gone, I am perfectly okay with that because Garchomp is a threat. So we'll U-turn again, and we'll have to go out into Marowak here. Hopefully Marowak can handle whatever my opponent goes out to. If not, that could, you know, spell defeat for us, to be honest. I don't know. Scyther could pull us out of a hole too, so we'll have to see what happens. I don't want to call it too early. Yeah, let's see. What do you have? What do you have, my friend? Bring out the not Kangaskhan. If you have Kangaskhan, we just lose at this point because Avalugg's gone. But he's actually going to bring out the Breloom, probably thinking he can just, like, Rock to me to death. I don't know. He might Spore. And if that's the case, I'm probably going to need a second turn Wake in order to have a chance here. But he is just going to actually Rock Tomb me. So as long as I don't miss this Bone Meringue, we are golden, because if he's Focus Sash, which he likely is, he's still going to die. And the first Bone Meringue does indeed bring him down to his Focus Sash, so yeah, you're out of here, Breloom. You are out of here, my friend. Marowak finally putting in some work. That is what I'm talking about. I want things to just die. That is all I want. I have dark visions and desires when it comes to Marowak. I don't know why, but I just do. I just do. Aggron is here. And are you Mega? Is that why you did not have the Kangaskhan? Or are you regular Aggron? Either way, I'm going for Stone Edge because it will be super effective. It turns out that he is actually regular Aggron, or just for some reason not Mega Evolving. He misses his Rock Slide, which is a bit unfortunate because that was definitely going to take me out. It's a stab move. It's super effective on Marowak. The irony of that, he misses a Rock Slide, which is 90% accuracy, and then I land a Stone Edge right after that. That's just like, that's just not right. That's just wrong, man. It's finally going to take us out with a Rock Slide, but the damage is already done. We can go in with our Scyther here, and Aerial Ace is going to be 4 times super effective. I guess we would have to worry about him being Scarf, maybe? Like, if he's Scarf Aggron, what does that really do? Not much, because I 4 times resist Rock Slide, and that's what he would be locked into at this point. So there's really no reason for me to risk Quick Attack not killing. Quick Attack would also be 4 times super effective. And because this is obviously a offensive Aggron, I don't think I have much to worry about, but we'll just click Aerial Ace, and Aggron's going to go down, so we are going to get a victory in this episode, thankfully. I think that's going to be the last battle for this time. It's going to be a short-ish video, less than 20 minutes, but we did get up to 10 wins on the series, so 10-3 is our current record, and we do still have one more episode left to see this team put in some work. I'm pretty happy with how things ended, not so happy with that first battle, but, you know, things like that happen. I guess, all in all, it's better than, you know, getting frozen or something, and not that long ago did I not just take out a swag key and stuff, so the luck has kind of been on my side lately. Something like that was bound to happen. So I can't really complain in the grand scheme of things. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please make sure you're leaving a like, rating, or a comment, or whatever you would like to do, of course, and I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.